So by watching today's video, I expect this as a final result. If you follow the steps that I will give you, this is what you should have, and it is a perfect end result. I loved it. It is also very therapeutic for my hands. Just molding this was so nice for me, but the most amazing thing is that we made it from scratch. Welcome to our video today where we are going to make mozzarella cheese, and be blessed.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire.
So to start us off, you will need fresh milk, preferably fresh from the cow, not pasteurized at all. Non-pasteurized milk works best because it is going to give us the best of the cream, and that's what we are after, and the fats in the milk. So how you just boil the milk is that don't boil it to the boiling point which we bring normal milk to, but you're going to heat it up. It will be almost boiling. It will bubble up, like on top you will see layers of bubbles coming up. Then if you don't have a thermometer, and I will give you the exact degrees of temperature that you should be able to measure it to, you use a finger test. That's what you saw me doing there earlier on, using a finger test to check so that I ensure that this milk is not going to boil and yet it is not under pasteurized. So the finger should just feel like slightly burning, but it shouldn't be lukewarm. It should not burn you as well. It shouldn't be too hot that you cannot put your finger there for about 10 seconds. So that's how you measure, and that's about 85 degrees there, about, or 90. So we should invest in thermometers. I agree with you, but in the meantime, please use the finger test if you don't have this. So what you're seeing me doing here is introducing our our agent that is going to ferment this milk, and that is the white vinegar. And in total, after doing all the counting, because I wanted to start with about 10 spoons, I ended up using about 17 teaspoons of that measuring cup. This will be about 100 ml of white vinegar against 2.5 liters of milk. So that's what I used, and I'll try to just describe that, write it in the description box for easier reference. So once you introduce the vinegar to the hot milk, so it will like separate, and this is what we are looking for. If this has not happened to your milk, keep it in on the heat, like it should be. Don't switch off the stove. Then you continue adding the vinegar and stirring. As you add, you stir. As you add, you stir, and you will be able to see this milk separating, and you will be able now to scoop it out like what I'm doing. Eventually, I thought this was not a very wise idea. It was time wasting, and I went for my sieve that I came and just scooped out all that was inside here, and that gave me a way of saving time, and also ensuring that I did not leave any of the smaller particles inside here. But this was just me testing how well the milk is doing. And at some point, if you feel like you can still get more from the milk, and add more vinegar. Vinegar here is just like for separating the whey from this cream we are looking for, and this is what is eventually going to become our cheese. So keep it here with me. So like this is a very fast residue we've gotten from the milk, and it is looking very productive. From 2 liters is quite a lot. That means my milk was well creamed and like fatty. I had fresh milk that is fresh from some very good cows that give fatty milk. So that is it. I'm I'm trying to press as much water from it because we don't need it to be wet, we just need it to be soft but not wet. So all this attempt here using my sieve and this a spoon here is just trying to remove all the water. And remember, at this point it is still hot, so even molding it with my hands is not the best thing for me because they were burning. Do this with clean hands, and if you have long nails, please use gloves. Yeah, as for me, I don't keep long nails because of all this stuff that I'll be doing in the kitchen. And if I do and I have to, I use gloves so that we just maintain hygiene and all this. So this is it, me trying to squeeze out now the watery milk from it. And guess what, we are not yet done with taking it to the fire. So at some point after this, I took it back to the hot milk, which was still under low heat. Yeah, I left it under low heat, and when I went back, I was able to place it inside and then squeeze out more water, place it inside, squeeze out more water, and you can repeat that up to 4 times. And what happens is that you get a very smooth and stretchy cheese, and that is perfection. Yeah, you don't want to get to leave it at the very first step we removed it, so it even like starts to form layers, and you can tell now this time your cheese is ready. After that, you have to cool it down so that you can stop that process, and we use ice cold water. And this is the best that I got. I took some ice cubes from my freezer and put it in the container there. So from this, I just take it, dip it in the ice cold water, and then one more time I return it to the hot milk, hot whey. At this point it's not milk, it's whey. And I'm doing this because I'm looking for stretchiness. I'm looking for a finer, smoother look. You can leave it at a point where you're just satisfied, but this is the best. If you want to achieve the result we saw at the beginning, this is what you do. Do that, repeat. It's quite a lot of repetition. I didn't know exactly what actually to leave out here because you'd think I'm doing the same thing, but I tried to bring the important steps to you so that you can have good results and you can always make this. Mozzarella cheese is used for making pizza. It's used for making pasta. You can use it for salad. You can use it just for, enhancing the flavors in the food we cook. And as for me, I went on and we use it for pizza. I'll give you a snippet just here of how the pizza looked like, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So now when I'm going to shop next time, I'll just buy cheddar because I have made mozzarella from home and I can always make it. This exercise just takes you about an hour and you're done. So my final product has to be cooled and we continue repeating that, but now we are done. We are almost done, and I want to show you how you keep it in the freezer in case you are not you're not using it right away. The cooler the better. So if you put it in the fridge, it becomes more usable, but you cannot store it for more than a week or 2. I think a week. Yeah, this is not for long term. Remember, it's homemade. It doesn't have much preservative to it. So there it goes. That is my final molding dish, and I tie it with a cling film so that it can be able to stay fresh even when I put it in the freezer. I am so glad you've watched this video up to this point. If you found this information useful, please like this video, share it with others, and also give me a like. And if you've not subscribed, please do consider doing that and wait for amazing stuff that I will be bringing your way. Thank you so much for being here with me. God bless you and have a fantastic time.
Our hearts beat
Guys, Mommy made pizza. Guess what it is? Pizza!
Ooh, it's a little.
Pizza!
Very,
Pizza!
very hot.